So this is the ready for testing version of the ridge type rock ramp fish pass for the Ryelands Weir. Tail weir as well, to make sure we get a bit of tail water in it, otherwise it just runs away too quick. Otherwise this really is 1 to 10 scale version of what it would look like, with a weir crest of 300 millimeters wide, so 3 centimeters, which is what that is, and it's a 3.25 meter wide fish pass, and at a 1 to 6 ramp with the rocks as shown. Now this creates a path that goes down through like this and then out. So again, this is at normal flow, so just to get a good record of the, I'm not sure, I'll test what that is, but I think it's about 240 litres a second, just under 100 millimetres over the weir, so it's a bit low. Approximately 100 plus really millimetres deep there, and about 100 millimetres over the weir here at the end, the tail weir. In the middle first. Yeah, that's pretty good, eh? Yeah, that's really following the path now. Okay, so this is the Ryelands Weir in Lincoln for the Selwyn District Council. So this is the hydraulic design model that we've developed and modified it substantially over the last week to get to the point where it is now, which is now the final arrangement. So I'll run you through the flows in a second. This was all done by Landform Projects. That garden hose connected around the far side gives me exactly the 250 litres a second equivalent, so that's only 250 mils at this scale, which is 1 to 10. And I'll run you through it. Okay, so you can see some markups on there of the numbers and the levels of different things. There's 5.45, 6.5 is the weir level. I'm getting in the shadow a bit. And there you can see some marks up the top as well, so the water level there is sitting at 6.5 at the moment. Okay, so we're looking at it from the upstream end. This time you see I've got a wee cap full of food colouring, and I'll pour this in and show you what happens from. So this is as if you're standing up at the weir on the true left bank. So we'll go with the far side first. Yeah, so it flows around those baffles. Yeah, it takes a good wee while to get to the bottom. Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll try the next one. This is from the middle then. Cool, we'll come back and analyse the timing of these things as well and give you velocities and depths. You can see actually in the middle there the flow depth is around 200 to over 200 mil, so that's about what was predicted for this this main channel through here, sort of down through here and coming back, and that one sort of drops a little bit in the middle there down to 150, and then it would deepen again as it gets back towards the natural channel. Anyway, one more go, which is on this side now. So here we go. So it doubles, I've calculated it doubles my flow basically. You see the Weir level starting to get up above 100, 120 now. Upstream level, yeah, about 150. Probably about right. Low depths now getting up to more like 200 to 300, 250, 300, 250 maybe. Yeah. And I'll put a little bit of dye in so you can see there. So just through the middle here. Yeah, so it's much faster and overflows. You can see it overflowing a bit more. Yeah, so even that overflows more now. It makes sense, right? We'll do one on this one, see what happens here. Yeah. Might just see if we can get up to some higher flows by maybe opening up that nozzle a bit more on that tank feeder. That in theory, if I bottle can take the force, should give me my 3.5 cubics or 3.5 litres a second, which is equivalent to something like a 50-year flood. So that'll be good to see. Okay, so this will be the final, hopefully, run. Certainly depending on if there's any further comments or reviews and things done. But what I've done here, just to explain, you see that I've put some little wedges on each side of the Weir crest. This is because of the Fish Pass guidelines, just to see what effect this has. But the New Zealand Fish Pass guidelines say that the Weir should be V-notch. The purpose of this is that it would then encourage larger fish to then swim through a deeper current in the middle, right? Which is of course counter to what we really want. That's why I've sort of not done a V-notch, I've sort of done they do slope in a bit each side, and then there's this bit in the middle, and I'll put some rocks in front of that as well. I need to move one of these. They may move in the flow as well, but first of these rocks is to prevent the bigger fish from going towards that. So let's turn it on and see what it does, and I'll put a bit of dye in it and stuff and set you up so you can see. I did a bucket test before, and this flow out of the hose is 240 millilitres per second, which is equivalent to 240 litres per second at full scale. So that represents a normal dry flow condition. And you see that the water at the top, if you you might pause and zoom in, you'll see that the water's obviously focused on that central, probably about 700. But at higher flows then that would come through. Those rocks in front also slow it down. But this prevents some of the larger fish from actually getting to that point, but also makes a deeper area where smaller fish can swim around the back of those rocks, and then we burst of speed, they'll get through. Okay, so a bit of green, another negative, just like the nature be the, hopefully that doesn't turn green in the long term, but we'll give this a go and see what we think. So I'll put some water just in the front here because the water's going this way anyway, so this will tell us what's happening. You're getting quite a bit of ponding around this section. Yeah, so yeah, got quite a bit of green lingering up in here and up in this area before it starts to go down. So I'll do that again just to see the sort of speed of it. Yeah, it's taken a fair bit of time to get down there before it all runs away, the green. So this has filled up the basin with green now. So one more, just to see if this works a bit better. Yeah, more on the crest there. That's a much better one. Right, I'm just going to pause you, and then I'll go quickly through some higher flows, and we'll see what that looks like with a bit of colour in it too. Okay, so here we go with the tank flow as well as the hose. So that equivalent to about a 1 cubic metre per second at the full scale, or 1 litre per second here. I think it's like it's sort of like a 2-year flood or something event, something you might see, something like this every year, something similar. See the flow's getting quite deeper through here. Pond level's up to 6.8, so that's risen by a few hundred mil, and it's still starting to go the full width of the Weir obviously now, 200 mil over the Weir. I might put a wee drop of colour and then I'll crank it up a bit further. So this is the colour coming down there. You'll see it goes pretty quick, eh? Yeah, it goes pretty quick. And again, so this is now cranked up to about 80% on the tank. So you're starting to get quite a flow through here, usually losing it over the top, at the back unfortunately. But certainly the bigger head ponds made a difference. Level over the Weir is now about 230, 100, 200, 230 millimetres that side. And in theory should be the same on this side. Yeah, 220 maybe. Pond level is 6.95. And here we go. A bit of green, good bit of green, pretty quick down there. There's no real anything. So, and now this is the maximum flow that I can achieve. It's about bigger than a 1 in 10 year flood. You can see, again, pond level 6.97, 7.1 maybe. We're getting up to 300 millimetres over the Weir. Certainly depth down here is varying. Really the whole Weir has now become choked and is not really performing as a Weir at all. It's more just backing up the flow and preventing a restriction, but it's controlling it and discharging it cleanly downstream. So yeah, you'll see it's all very quick. Okay, there we go. Done. Debris flow, see what happens. Right, that sort of gets rid of it, doesn't it? Oh, wait it through. The smaller ones will as well. Yeah, turn that down. So this will probably get held up, I would have thought, somewhere. Oh no, it goes through. This is quite a big equivalent 1.5 metre by sort of 75 to 100 diameter. And of course it gets stuck, give it a wee push, gets stuck. It gets stuck on the nail, the screws as much as anything. Smaller stuff, yeah, generally gets washed down. As soon as the flow increased a bit more, it would certainly go. Yeah, okay. And again, that's at the sort of, I think, 1 to 2 year event flow that would achieve that, yeah. So you, after an event like that, probably you'd have to come and get some people to clean up anyway. So there you go. So yeah, that's back to normal flow. Cool.